Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to my 2-day day trip to France / Belgium. Why is it a 2-day day trip? Well, I left the house at 9:15 yesterday evening. It's now 1:20 in the morning, and I'm booked on the 6 o'clock ferry. So this is my hotel for the night. If we come round here, I'm not sure how much the camera's picking up in this light, but I'm hoping it's picking up some. But here's my hotel for the night. Back of the car. And it's my bed chair, and I assure you it's very comfortable. I've only got a few hours sleep. Like I said, I'm on the 6 o'clock ferry. You have to be in the port at least an hour before at 5, so I'll be setting my alarm for 4. And it's getting on for 1:30 now, so a couple of hours kip. That should be enough to get me going. And I'll see you in a couple of hours. Morning everyone. I've had me 3 hours sleep, or 2.5 hours. To be honest, I don't feel like I've had any, but I have slept. Oh yes, here's my little my living space. Anyhow, I'm gonna get myself up, make myself a cup of tea, and we'll head off down to Dover then. It's only it's about 10 miles from here, 11 miles, so it's not going to take very long from here. Yeah, this is a good spot if you're travelling any distance, like I do. I come from Cardiff, and it's hence why I left at 9:15 this evening, but yesterday evening, and got here at about 1:15, I think. I didn't drive mad though. I could have got here a lot quicker than that, to be honest. I deliberately didn't want to hammer the car, and it wastes so much fuel, to be honest with you. You drive along at 80-90 mile an hour, you kill your fuel economy. You're much better off driving in. My car seems to like it at about 60-65. Seems to do very, very well on fuel at that speed. Anyhow, I'm waffling. I'm going to get up, make myself a cup of tea, and we'll see where we are then. So I've got my torch on now, so you can see where I am a little bit better. I've got my kettle on down there. Don't know what's going to take the boil. Got my cup ready there, made myself a cup of tea, as you can see. Nice bit of traditional weather. They're hammered down all the way down, to be honest with you. One interesting note about where I actually am on this junction 13, I am literally parked right over, if you look on Google Earth, go do that now, look on Google Earth, I'm more or less right over the entrance of the actual Channel Tunnel. Where the tunnel actually begins, well, I'm practically parked over the top of it. And in the middle of the night, or at some point, a very heavy train went through. And I tell you what, the vibration, wow. Now, it was only the one that woke me up. It didn't wake me up, I was still sort of awake. To be honest, I don't really sleep very well when I'm travelling. This is why I don't bother with hotels or anything, because I wouldn't sleep in them if I had one. But, yeah. Just a bit of interest. I'm half asleep. Don't even know what you'll see in with my talks. There was all rabbits up there when I pulled up this morning, earlier on. Can't see any now. Just waiting for this kettle. I was starting to go, look. I'm getting soaked. Right, that will do. That's boiled. That's at an angle. I can't do that up there. I'm going to have to do that down here. There you go. There's my cup of tea done. Right. I'll see you when we're in Dover. Welcome to a nice soggy Dover. As you can see, it's 4:56. I'm on a 6 o'clock sailing. Not a great deal to see. They're loading ramps, I presume. I'm in lane 41. Not a massive amount to see. Well, yeah, right. We'll carry on when I'm on the boat. Well, as I've got a bit of time, we'll have a walk. I don't know what's down here. No idea what is down here in the slightest, but we'll have a walk down just to have a look. I don't know if there's a shop or toilets or anything down here. But if we don't have a walk, we won't find out. Don't even know if the camera's picking anything up. I might be talking to myself here. Mind you, that's what YouTube videos are. You are talking to yourself. People look at you like you're a nutter. I don't think I'm supposed to be walking down here. I am. I'm following the green path. I'm alright. Oh, these are the loading ramps over here. There's no ferries on them. But they're the actual loading ramps. Ah, there we go. Dover 2, Dover 3. Oh, these two look like they know where they're going.
No, we don't. We're looking for a toilet.
That's right. There's some up there. Toilets are spotted there.
Oh, right, okay.
That's where I was heading to.
Okay. Thank you.
Toilet. You okay then, Lou? I'll get back in the car, alright? Nah, we'll be alright.
So there's my old girl, sat there. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. It's white, it should show up. So, can I call it a camper van now? By the way, as a walkway, you're supposed to walk up and down on these things, and I just couldn't be bothered to walk directly over. You can see her now. So, can I now call her a camper van? Comments below. And we're on our way. So, what's the name of the boat? Dover Seaways. Oh, where are they sending me now? I've been all round the Wrekin in the port, I tell you. Well, better turn that off or I'm going to get foul of the YouTube with a copyright, aren't I? Yes, I haven't got my seatbelt on. Don't think I need it on the ferry. We're not going to be doing any speed records in here. I tell you what, it's a very clean car deck. Look at that. There we go, bunch you up now, get you in as tight as possible, 2 inches between each car. Right, we're on. So, welcome to the Premium Lounge. You have cereals, a selection of drinks. Looks like some yogurt, fruit juices, coffee, tea, unlimited amount of coffee and tea. Some very posh teas actually. Posh tea. And you also get some pastries. Being a French boat, they don't do bacon, egg or anything like that. It's all sweet stuff. But for £9, special offer, it'll do me. I'll get that back in coffees. Okay, the ramp's up. I'll tell you what, it's a big old ship, this one. Take a lot of people, much bigger than what I'm used to, going over on the Nordica, over to Ireland. This thing's twice the size, easily. Lots of public access as well. She's a big old thing. Well, it looks like we're just sort of getting ready to go. Captain's just been on, done his announcement. told us we got a nice calm crossing, which is always good. We're getting the emergency announcements now. There's Dover Harbour. I know you can't see much, it's dark, but I'm sure you can see some. We'll have a little tour of the ship as best we can. It's a very, very quiet crossing, and I haven't seen any children, so all I've got to be wary of is music, and we should be okay. The engines are revving up. So I think we're going to be going underway shortly. And we're off, very slowly, but we are moving. I've got to keep my hand over the camera lens here because it's piddling down. We're definitely on our way. Well, I never mentioned where we're actually going. This is the 6 AM sailing, Dover to Dunkirk. Of course, once we clear the dock, we'll pick up a little bit of speed. I mean, I know these ferries don't go very fast, but captain's been on the tannoy, so we're in for a reasonably smooth crossing. There's a little bit of chop in the middle. Storm Clara or something's heading our way. Whether I'm going to get back before it hits or not, I don't know. It's certainly going to be in Wales. They've got amber weather warnings, yellow weather warnings. It's not looking good back home. But I shall find out when I speak to the missus later. I'm not going to ring her yet, she'll still be asleep. But, yep, we're definitely on our way. Too late to change your mind now. Although you can't see it, the castle's up there. But, we won't see it when we come home either, because it will be pitch dark then as well. The joys of travelling this time of year. But it should be light when I turn up in Dunkirk anyway. So we might actually get to see something then. Anyhow, we'll grab me bag, me cup, and we'll go and dump all this in the premium lounge. That's why I like premium lounges, because you can leave your stuff in there. It's not very often you get anybody in there who's likely to nick anything, and you need a code to get in anyway, or a card or something. Instead they give you a card. DFDS, it's a code. It all amounts to the same sort of thing. As you can see, it's a huge amount of deck space, and it's all undercover. So even when the weather's like this... I found a smoking area now that I've been where I shouldn't have been. Tiny little smoking area there, look. Oh well. I know where it is for the future. Anyhow. This is deck 6. I haven't looked around the ship at the moment. All I've done is just gone up to the Premier Lounge and come out just to watch it depart. I don't know why, but I always do. Christ, I know it says heavy door, but Christ almighty, it is a heavy door and all. They're not kidding. A very heavy door. Anyhow. They got usual sort of thing, vending machines, fruit machines. This is a cafeteria. This is on deck 6. Oh, when I found the duty-free shop. We shall go in there later. I'm not going in there yet. I'm surprised it's open this early. I've got to find my way back up to deck 7 now. I can't remember what way I came down. I know I came down some posh glass stairs, but this is a big boat. Big boat. Premium lounge. Up the top there. But we won't be lazy. Christmas trees are up already, look. Yes, I'm using the stairs. How about that? Whoops. Hello, mate. Can you remember where it was? Because I can't. That's freight drivers. Controlled area. Must be down here. I'm lost. I'm completely disorientated on this boat. Completely and utterly disorientated and lost. What's this here? Another food bar type thing. This one doesn't look open though, although that doesn't surprise me. The boat is very quiet. As you can see, there's nobody on it. Ah, I think I found it. Yes. Right, so we'll go in here, dump me bags. So I'm back in the premium lounge. Made myself a nice cup of tea, and they are very nice teas. And I discovered the menu. Now this is all complimentary. So I have ordered myself a bacon and pork and sausage roll. But here's the selection. Remember, I'll try and get that level with the camera. Hopefully the camera focuses on that a bit better. These are all part of the premium lounge. You don't have to pay for this, it's included. And of course later on in the day then you've got lunch and evening, so they do these. Well, I'm not sure how many you could have. I presume just one, but here's a list of the drinks. Christ, you can even get a drink in here. Look at that, spirits. Wow. And there's a list of your soft drinks and hot drinks. Really hope the camera picked that up, because it's brilliant. £9 I paid for this each way, and it's really worth it. You think what you'll spend on a boat in a cafe just in coffees? I mean, I will literally get that back in teas and coffees. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased about that. So here's what come. I've got to say, it looks very nice, and a massive. Look at that tomato sauce, proper sized one. Them silly little pouches, toasted thing, and a couple of hash browns. Telling you guys, £9 you can't go wrong. It's 18 normally, but I think it's worth 18. We'll add up what I've had at the end of the day. So as if by magic, we made that all disappear. That was fabulous. It was hot. In fact, I'm overloaded. I'm not used to eating that much for breakfast. I normally only have a very small breakfast. So that will see me through for the day. Yep, very nice. Well, we're getting close, and it's daylight. Well, as light as it's going to get, I think. See it? I don't know, but zoom in. That's where we're going over there. You can just make out a ferry. Well, I can anyway. Could be going over there. I don't know. Haven't spotted any migrants, but I have spotted that. Which is a French version of our patrol by the looks of it. So the French are out by the looks of it, patrolling sort of inshore beaches. How effective they are, we don't know, but anyhow, not a great deal to see. Come back when we're actually going in the port. So we left in the port of Dunkirk. Not sure how big this thing is, but we don't seem to have slowed down much, so I presume we've got a bit of a ways to go yet. Not a lot to see really. But it is one very big harbour, if that's what you want to call it. We shall have a walk over this side. Just so you can see what's over here. Yeah, it's a big old port, this one. My first time here, in case you haven't gathered. Hence, I haven't really got a clue. I don't know what the crap is like. There's a DFDS cargo ships there, so I presume that's where it's all going. So I don't think it will be very long. About 10-15 minutes we should be docked. Anyhow. Go back over the other side. Gotta say, I'm very impressed with this boat. Everything was immaculately clean. The food that I had was absolutely stunning. And the premium lounge is an absolute bargain. I'll tell you how much I paid for all this trip in the end. You'll be shocked. Premium lounge is normally £18, but as part of the day trip deal, I got it for £9. So I booked it each way. I wasn't going to tell you this till later, but I also had a £10 voucher to spend in the shop each way. So I bought myself a litre bottle of Kraken coffee, which was 20 quid, so I had it for a tenner. I tell you, it's a good trip so far. Very good trip. So, I've taken a drive to Ankirk, to the old tobacco alley, and Brexit has killed the place. There's nothing left. The Stop and Shop, or Stop and Save, whatever it was called, on the corner, that's gone. PJ's is still there, but I think they only sell tobacco. They only sell chocolate. I don't think they do tobacco anymore. To be honest, I haven't walked up there. I've got no real enthusiasm to. The only tobacco left is the one real tobacco place, which is just behind me. Just there, Tobacco XL. That's the last man standing. Everyone else has gone. They've all shut down. But if you're into your beers, it's worth a drive here. They have got a fantastic selection of Belgian beers in there. So if you're into your Belgian beer, still worth coming here for that. And they are still very competitive if you smoke. Cigarettes, they're around about a tenner. They're not quite as cheap as the boat. And the tobacco was actually cheaper than on the boat. But there's not enough in it to make it worth your while a trip here for that. Just the beers really. If you're into your Belgian lagers and your Belgian beers, we had a few wheat beers in there as well. Well worth a trip for that. Anyhow, I'm going to head back to Dunkirk now, and I saw on the map when I looked on Google Earth, I found a BM. Now I don't know if I can find it, but if I follow the canal all the way for this canal all the way into Dunkirk, and it's going to be a long slow journey this way rather than on the motorway, but I should come out more or less where it is, and I'll have to poke about a bit and drive around, but I think I'll find it. I'm just curious what a BM in France looks like and what they sell. Anyway, I'll add a little bit more when I get there. Well, guess what, folks? I found it. A BM in Dunkirk. So we're going in to have a look, see what they've got to offer. I don't know why I've got this fascination with going in BM. But we're going to have a nose. If I find anything good, I'll put it on. Well, unfortunately, I could not record in there. They had music beating off the wall. Pretty loud. But it's a pretty substantial shop. I wouldn't say it's any cheaper than our own BMs. In fact, no, it's dearer. Most definitely dearer. But it's got a lot of things that we haven't got in the UK. I spent €16.5 just on usual BM rubbish. No idea what I've bought. Load of old tat, but that's what you do when you go in that shop at home. So treated it no different to being home, really. Anyhow, that's BM in Dunkirk. Well, that was very nice of them. They got me on an earlier sailing, and we're going back on a different boat. Dunkirk Seaways. Could do with a paint up by the looks of it. There's a few bit of flakes of rust here and there, but another big ship by the looks of her. They are big, these DFDS ferries. They're a big old lump, I tell you. Anyhow, I don't know if it's the same sort of model boat or if it's different, but we'll have a look when we get in there. Right, confession time, folks. I messed up. It's 13 days later. What did I do? As I parked the car, I put the camera in my lap. I then had to access, on the S-Max, you have to access the main screen in order to reduce the alarm settings, so the alarm doesn't go off continually on the ferry. And I was so intent on doing that, I completely forgot about the camera. Consequently, I stood up and the camera went flying and hit the deck. Not a mark on the camera, but it just wouldn't switch on, won't do anything. It's currently in a repair thing with a mate of mine. Whether he can do anything with it or not, or even find a fault, alone knows. So this is my new camera. I'm still messing with the settings, so if the audio's not very good or the picture's wrong, I'm sorry. But I wanted to get the video completed and sent out. So I'm going to be telling you now what basically the trip was about. First off, Dover Seaways and Dunkirk Seaways, as far as I could tell, are identical ships. No difference whatsoever. Layout was exactly the same, even where they put everything is the same. The fruit machines, vending machines, premium lounge, everything was in exactly the same place. Lots of deck space. They're really nice ships, spotlessly clean. Really cannot fault DFDS at all. Right, onto the trip I made. It's a special offer at the moment, and I'll show you the paperwork in a sec. You get lots of perks with it, and in fact I'll just show you the actual thing. If I pick the camera up, try and get this to focus on this. So the actual trip cost was $18.50 each way. It's a special offer. I think it's on until the 17th of December. So if you're watching this video shortly after I've uploaded it, this offer's all still available. You get £20 to spend on board. That can be spent anywhere. The only thing you cannot spend it on is cigarettes or tobacco. You can spend it on absolutely anything else. It's £10 each way. You must print your confirmation off. So if you do it on a phone, you've got to link it to a printer. Or if you do it on a computer, you need a printer. You must print the confirmation off and take it on board with you. I.e. this piece of paper I'm holding, the 2 sheets, this is what you must take on with you. Okay? The premium lounge is half price as part of this offer, so it's £9. So I had it both ways, £18. Would I pay £18 to go in there? On the outward journey, if you're travelling early in the morning, a breakfast, it's a no-brainer. If you calculate the cost of what it would cost you to buy teas, coffees on a 2-hour trip and have a breakfast, it's worth £18. I actually drunk, I think, about 5 teas and a coffee. I even filled my cup up to take with me when I landed the other side. So, yeah, just at £2 a time, it's worth it. Well worth it. And I showed in the video, the food is lovely. Anyway, I'll give this a quick scan so that you can read everything. Just freeze it and unpause, pause and unpause so that you can read everything. Hopefully you can see all that. And then we'll go on to page 2. Again, it tells you there for travel perks. travel times that I did. I actually came back on an earlier ferry, so they're happy to do that. If you get there and there's space available, you get on the ferry. And as you can see there, the total cost, I'm just having trouble focusing. How can I make that focus? It doesn't want to focus now. Struggling with a new camera. Nope, having real issues getting it to focus. Try holding it up. Try moving out the bright light, see if that works. Well, I don't know if that's focusing on what you see, but looking at the screen I'm looking at, I can't see it. But it was £63 in case you can't see it, and that was all in. That was the Premier Lounge both ways, which, while it's on offer, is a no-brainer. If you've got to pay full price, I maybe wouldn't have done it on the return leg. Although I must say, the Premier Lounge, on both journeys that I went on, going out, the trip was very quiet. The return journey was a lot busier, and the Premier Lounge was still virtually empty. I think there was one other person in there on the way out, or a couple, and I think there was about 6 people in there on the return journey, and the boat was half full on the return. It was quite busy. I got pulled by customs on the way back. I think it was a case of mistaken identity. They'd obviously had information someone was coming through with either a white S-Max or my general description, because they weren't really interested in what I had in my bags or anything. They emptied the car out and pretty much searched the car looking for false panels and concealments. Didn't even go through my baggage or looking at or any of me stuff I had with me. They just wanted to search the car, which was very, very strange. But so yeah, I was delayed by about 20-30 minutes coming back into the UK in customs. But no biggie really. I eventually got my way home, and the road home was quite smooth. If you're travelling sort of from in the Kent area or sort of London, well worth getting up early and making the early trip and having breakfast on the boat, especially while this offer is on until the 17th of December. Pretty sure that's when it ends, but they do these offers from time to time. I should add, in fairness, P&O are doing similar offers. They're not as good as this one, which is why I chose this one, but they're close. With a £10 voucher, I bought a litre bottle of Kraken coffee rum. I bought 2 actually, one going out, one coming back. And it cost me a tenner. When you think the average price in the UK is £23-26 for a 750 or a 70cl, that's very, very good value. Incidentally, you're allowed to bring 4 litres of spirit back into the UK, is your allowance. 200 cigarettes, 250 grams of tobacco. That's pretty much it. Very, very nice trip, very, very nice boat, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. Anyhow, and for the fellow who commented, who shall remain nameless, why don't I never put my face on the videos? Well, here I am. Take my glasses off, you can now see me clearly. Now you know where the name comes from as well. It's not fear of putting my face on YouTube. It's fear of, why does anybody want to see my ugly mug? They want to see what I'm filming. Not me. All these YouTubers that love to walk around with a camera stuck in their face, well, that's up to them. It's not my scene. I'm not afraid of doing it, but I just don't see the point. Anyhow, I'm not sure if this microphone picked any of that up. I hope it did. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Hope you enjoyed the video. As soon as I get to grips with this camera, there'll be further ones coming, obviously. I'm doing the Christmas run to Ireland in a couple of weeks on the day trip. Back on the Nordica after she comes back after a refit, so I'll be doing an updated one of that. See what's changed in the last year and a half since I last did one. See you all then. Bye for now. Oh, don't forget, everybody says this is a YouTube given. You must do this. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Nobody ever does, but please, 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 pretty please, I love you all. Hit the subscribe button. Do I need to get on my knees and beg? hit the like button. Love me, love me, love me. Catch you all later. Bye, guys.